What's up, guys? I'm Jed Abendroth, and this is Big Man Fitness. Now, before we get started, don't forget to reach on down here, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and please, as always, give this video a big thumbs up. Really helps out with the channel. All right, guys, so last week, I released supplements video. Well, what are supplements other than they supplement our normal diet and regular foods that we take in? And I kind of want to touch on food a little bit, mainly because, well, just went grocery shopping, and one of the things I noticed, there are a lot of options as far as, especially if you're a single person like me. Yes, I do have a roommate, but I tend to cook for myself. And that's one of the big reasons I do meal preps, because I know I'm going to fall into a bad habit real quick if I don't. So walking through Walmart, looking at all these different options, and in the frozen foods, man, they got a million options. Some of them are actually not too bad, pretty healthy. They got like Healthy Choice. They have all these different protein bowls, mega bowl with mass proteins. And they're scattered throughout. Well, yeah, that seems like a great idea, and I do buy some every now and again as kind of like a crap, I don't have time to make my normal meal. Let me just grab one to keep in the freezer just in case I have to go and really just jump in. Okay, I got time to microwave something really fast. It definitely helps with not stopping for fast food or for anything like that, because I am or was a fast food junkie. So this gives me an option to try to help me stay away from the things I know I tend to do wrong. But when I'm talking food and supplements to food, I'm talking real food, whole foods, raw vegetables, raw proteins, your chicken breasts, your steaks. Ground beef is fine as long as you're going for that like 90-10 or 95-5 split. And you're draining the grease off. You know, give it a rinse down after you're finished cooking, so you can get all that grease out of it. Even that can be somewhat of a healthy choice. That's what I use for when I do like what I call my healthy spaghetti. Organic foods, a little above my price range. I do not tend to buy organic, but you know, whole cheeses, whole meats, and whole vegetables, good whole grains. Still can't get over brown rice. It's a little gritty for me. Again, I've taken rice out of my diet for right now. But when I do rice, it is strictly white rice for now. Eventually, hopefully, I'll get over that whole brown rice thing to begin with. But my goal is to always eat as clean and as healthy as humanly possible with what I have and what I'm able to procure at a regular grocery store. I'm not going out of my way to find stuff. I'm not using a meal prep service. And a lot of people tout those meal prep services, and they probably are amazing. Very expensive for, I can literally go to Aldi's, drop $60, $70. I'm good for 3-4 weeks on food. Chicken breasts, vegetables, whatever it is. The one thing I do, I buy the Steam Fresh, like Bird's Eye makes it. Aldi has their own brand of the broccoli, or what I think they call the California Spring Mix, which is the cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and I'll get those. I do like those Steam Fresh in the microwave, just throw them in. Otherwise, I will buy whole broccoli, slice it up myself, and one of my favorite things to do, grab a couple chicken breasts, a little bit of seasoning. I like Cajun seasoning. Don't have to go heavy on it. Throw all that in a crock pot with the broccoli. Let it go for 3-4 hours. Boom, you're good for a solid week on, hey, here's your meal. Shred it up. Throw it in a container. We're set. We're ready to go. So those are a couple of the things I do. But again, I want to touch on supplements or supplement to the food that we bring in on our diets, the things that we put in our bodies. Again, tons of water. I drink 1.5 gallons a little more, not quite 2 gallons. 2 gallons, and I'm getting up running to the bathroom a million times throughout the course of the night. I've already discussed that with you guys. But Whole Foods, raw chicken breast. I mean, that's my number one go-to. Steaks, I do look for a leaner cut of steak. New York strip isn't too bad, but then when I do get cuts that have a decent amount of fat on them, I slice it off before I cook it. Obviously, I'm not eating the fat, but there is fat still within a steak, good steak. Well, it should be marbleized, right? It should have that nice marbleization of the fat throughout the meat. Well, that's where you get all your flavor. But so all these other options. I'm not talking the breaded chicken nuggets or chicken tenders. None of the, like the frozen pizzas and Tostino rolls and one of the other ones, Hot Pockets, that I see scattered throughout the frozen food section. Frozen food section should be like your last go-to. Again, that's why I hit for literally breakfast sausages, because I have a couple, either 4 sausage links or 2 patties with every breakfast, 3 eggs, and then my frozen broccoli or cauliflower that I have with my chicken breast every day for lunch. This is what I have chosen to put in my body. As long as you're getting stuff, like I said, Bird's Eye is a really good one. I do really like Bird's Eye. Aldi's has their own brand, which is really good. Read those labels. Make sure you're checking those labels. Make sure there's not like added salt and added all this other stuff before you buy it. Again, there's 100,000 brands out there that do the frozen to steam or steam bag frozen vegetables that you can throw in your microwave. Also, I stay away from the starches, your corns, your potatoes. I'm trying to lose weight. Starches are one of my worst enemies, right? And also, I'm trying to stay away from the potato chips. I am an avid fan of potato chips. I think we all are, right? So I try not to buy them. If I do buy them, I try to keep them out of my mind so that I'm not just sitting around munching on them, especially when I sit and edit for hours at a time. It's a little tough, but that's one of the things that, again, when you go grocery shopping, got to have a good list together. Make sure you're following that list. Try not to go outside of that list. Don't buy the sweets. Don't buy the bad stuff, the candy, the chips and cookies, crackers. Crackers are just horrible. If you ever look at like how much sodium's in them, stuff like that. Try to buy your whole meats, and in fact, like a lot of stores, like we got Wegmans up the street, I can go in and say, hey, I'm looking for a filet mignon, roughly this thick, blah, blah, and they'll actually slice it for me right then and there. Or I can pick out their fresh deli area, everything that has already been pre-sliced, that I can say, hey, can I get this one and this one, and kind of pick out what I want versus the stuff that's already pre-packaged. Not that pre-packaged is bad, but it is kind of nice. And with these ingredients, there's a million things. I go very simple. Chicken breast with a tiny bit of Cajun seasoning and steamed broccoli. Done. Bake it. It's baked chicken breast with steamed broccoli. But you can do a million things with these. I mean, one of the things I've always wanted to try is like spaghetti squash, making my spaghetti with the spaghetti squash instead of noodles. Cauliflower. I know a lot of people are really big on the cauliflower right now, especially you can do like at-home pizzas, but instead of using dough, you're using cauliflower. That's got to be great. And there's a million, seriously, if you get on Google and just look up healthy recipes for certain things that you really like, you can find it. Another thing I want to push today is like MyFitnessPal, Lose It, all these apps that you can use for tracking your macros, tracking your calories, keeping track of everything you put in. And just because it says 0 calorie, keep this in your head. 0 calorie doesn't mean that you're not putting something in your body. You're still intaking something. Something is going in. There will be a reaction to it. And I don't mean a reaction, though, you're going to bring on hives. Your body's got to do something with whatever you put in your body. This is important because I was watching something the other day and I saw a big push for that Mio again. 0 calorie water additive. But you're still putting something in your water, which you are intaking into your body, and therefore your body's got to do something with it. if I read online, there's 100 reasons why things are 0 calorie, because it takes just as many calories as what you're putting in to burn it off or to process it. Therefore, it becomes 0 calories. I still don't trust it. It's something that's going in my body, something that I have to track, something I have to pay attention to. So I just drink straight water, ice water. I like my water really cold, but just straight water. Not worried about anything added into it. I know some people, because you have to take in a ton of water every day. Just even if you're not lifting, if you're not working out, if you're not doing anything, you should be taking in your 8 glasses, 64 ounces of water daily. That's only half a gallon. If you look at a milk jug gallon, half of that water. That's all you got to take in every day. It's not a lot, but when you start working out, you're getting that sweat going, especially in the summertime. I could start hitting closer to that 2 gallons again. I try not to hit 2 gallons, as I've stated before. But if I need it, it's there. I drink it. Oh well. Not adding anything in. Also, watch your seasonings. A lot of seasonings have a ton of salt. I mean, seriously, look at the, and I'm gonna push this a million times. Look at the ingredient list. Look at the label on the back of everything you're using. Those labels, man, go through, look at some of your seasonings. Holy crap. A ton of salt. So if you get those pre-mixed, like I like the Tony Chachere's, I'm probably saying it wrong, Cajun seasoning or Creole seasoning, a lot of salt in that. So I'm very light on it. I had a feeling that was going to happen. A lot of salt in it, and really just paying attention. The whole seasonings are great. Everything is just, buying the whole seasoning versus the premixed seasoning is always better. My brother is really good at making like taco seasoning. Instead of buying the prepackaged, hey, 1 bag per 1 pound of meat, he goes through and he measures it out. The paprika, all the different ingredients to get us just as good, but it's healthier because it doesn't have all the salt, doesn't have all the crap in it. So again, just something I wanted to touch on for this channel, since I just spoke about supplements. All right, guys. Well, as always, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video, or check out all the other videos and let me know what you think of those. Comments are always welcome. I'd love to engage with the community. You can find me at Jedediah Raymond Abendroth on Facebook. From there, I can lead you to the Facebook page that I made for this channel. It's the Big Man Fitness Group. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at JedFDK. If you don't feel comfortable dropping a comment or finding me on any of those other platforms, please reach out to me, bmfjed@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to answer any and all questions you guys send to me. As always, this channel is for you. So take from it what you will. If you have questions, and they could be questions that other people have, please ask. I would love to get back to you, give you the information and stuff that I find in all of my research, and then we'll go from there, see how things are going. All right, guys. Well, as always, stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you next week. Peace.